The engineer is here. Okay, technically it arrived like several years ago, but what I mean to say is that the engineer Paragon finally got a buff. So here are the changes, starting off with a couple of nerfs actually. The attack speed, as you see for the nails, is very slow. It's been cut by triple to 0.05 to 0.15, but obviously, to compensate, they triple the damage, so it's essentially like, no change there. The biggest thing though is the fact that it gets extra boss damage, 100 to 500, but also the attack cooldown increase per round is tripled, which means it takes less rounds now to power up this Engineer Paragon to max attack speed. Because if you didn't know, the nail attack, depending on the degree you have, takes several dozen rounds to like reach its max attack speed. But now, obviously, it can reach there 3 times faster. So I think it only makes sense to try out this change in a boss. I have skipped the first 30 rounds of an Elite Bloonarius balance run here, as usual, because like the early game of most bosses is almost always the exact same. You know the drill. Round 30, sell NFT for a Monkeyopolis. Now, balance is really awkward because I can't put it in the middle because I can't sacrifice farms. So I actually have to build off to the side. Let me cook here. Sell all of these 202s first off. Get this. Actually, before that range, so that I can triple discount. That's right, triple discount this thing. Sell 1 more Monkey Commerce here. Get Monkeyopolis. And now we get NG inside of the hedge here. Super awkward, but again, I think that's like the best way around everything. Now, on balance, it may not even be worth it to like go for a balloon trap, because either I put it in the entrance to the left here and it only gets half the balloons, or I put it in the middle, but then the engineer can hit so many balloons, which means the trap is not that efficient. I still think I'm gonna go for it though. So here's the challenge I want to try. Let's try to use engineers to beat all 5 tiers of Elite Bloonarius. As in, while building up for the Engineer Paragon for the later tiers, our only choice is probably to use the Sentry Champion for Elite Bloonarius damage, but given how strong it is when max buffed, I think that's probably no problem, right? Plus, doing that will also aid us in getting a high degree, because all pops and NG equals a good time. We'll get our Balloon Trap this round, and I am thinking, let's put it in the middle, because when it refreshes, it can eat up a good amount of stuff. I think I'll even sell these, so that, like, more gets in the trap, and more gets the Monkeyopolis buff. Might even be worth it to sell the free door monkey, but actually I will. Frick it. Be gone, peasants. Anyway, there's another reason why this Engineer Paragon buff is huge, and as I mentioned, because it takes less rounds to build up faster to max attack speed, that means it's perfect for a boss, where you don't have 60 rounds to charge up your Engineer Paragon. Now, I did the math, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like it takes about, according to my math, a little over 20 rounds to get max attack speed on the NG. Because according to the numbers I crunched here, the max attack speed on the NG nail gun is 6.67 compared to the original. And since it increases by additively 30% every round, well, 6.67 divided by 0.3 is like 22. It's not, again, it might change depending on the degree, because if you have a high degree, then you start off with a lower attack cooldown, meaning it's actually less than 20 rounds, which is perfect, because if I get it for tier 4, by tier 5, it's almost guaranteed to be at max power. Does that make sense? Also, I might have cooked really hard with the farms, my goodness. 5 marketplaces, and this coming into round 40. Knowing how much money I would have had, I actually should have, like, changed one of these to a top bat farm so I could rush a BRF instead. Because it takes time, obviously, for Elite Bloonarius to come in. So I don't need the Sentry Champion immediately. I guess I'll cut my losses early. Yeah, sorry, we gotta get rid of you. And just get this as soon as I can. Actually, wow, I guess Bloonarius does take a bit of a shortcut coming in. So maybe I should have gotten this early, but the thing is, I picked Bounce because it sounds fun for a boss. I don't know if there was ever an official boss event on this map, but there probably was at some point. But it's so satisfying, because, like, any terror in the middle is going to attack almost all the time. And that's awesome. Anyway, there it is. I think we have to rush it now, no matter what. And I will sell the 4 marketplaces for it. Just try to keep the BRF if I can. It's $30,000. $32,000, okay. These all sell for about $15,000. Quick math means I afford it at the end of this round. Yes, indeed. Easy. 520 for extra boss damage, and is that all I need? I hope so that I can just continue, like, focusing on my farming. Let me just, yeah, try to build back the farms in the meantime, and get an NG for a decamo, because I need to overclock the BRF, of course. Refresh this, and Century Champion can beat Cerams too, right? Or is it Pierce capping? If it is, I'm just gonna buy this, because this is doubly benefiting the attack speed. And I hope that's all I need. If I do need to add more, it would probably be embrittlement. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that now. Because I just realized the later Bloonarius goes, the less time we have to beat the Ceram insides. So this would be huge in nuking them. And should not affect our farming too badly, because I've come back from worse farming states. Let me just say, we're in a good spot, as I mentioned. Using unconventional strats to beat bosses is very satisfying, let me just say. 2 more skulls to go, and last one. Maybe I'm a Galoo or Maelstrom if it gets through. But nope, it held. Epic. Now, just so I get extra cell back, I should have gotten this before, but wait for 0 damage. Sell immediately. Get you, and Central Markets. And once again, we are in a very good spot. Oh, actually, the camos are really annoying, because this only decamos one side. Maybe I ought to... You know what? I'll just keep 1 count on this thing. And let's do our second trap as well, because it's getting annoying, or 1 isn't filling out everything, so just putting 1 on the entrance should be better. Okay, I guess the downside of doing that is now I don't have space for my farm here. Whoops. Maybe it should have been better to put it here. Too late. Actually, hold up. There's a nice spot over here that may work. Let's see how far it reaches with 014. I think that's okay. Crap. Cerams, though. I don't have time. We'll glue to hold the fort down a little bit. But yeah, maximum greed with the triple balloon trap play. At this point, I should, like, get back at least some sort of NG to defend the Moabs. Or actually, no, I can keep the greed up. We'll just Jerry Fire then. That's our mob damage at home, while also still putting on the NG, so that they, you know, get the damage through. Looking good so far. Oh, still minus camos. I guess I forgot to get another decamo. But I believe if I sell now, I am 7k off. Let's do this then. Sell this, 1k. See ya. I'm greedy. Don't worry, we'll get our defense back to speed, like, really quickly with this massive, money boost. So, let's get our Sexpert back at least. Jungle Drum buff it. Let's get an NG over here as well. I want one to actually guard the exit, or the entrance, like here, is good. And we're in business now. Holy, we should have no problem getting a super high degree NG up. But the thing is, I don't know what minimum degree you'd need for NG Paragon to solo. I would say 80 would guarantee it. 60, probably, but, like, I don't want to take any chances that's not close to 100, so, yeah, basically, translation, just go for as high as possible. Believe it or not, despite the fact that I swear I've done it before, I don't think I've ever tried to beat a boss with NG solo, so, again, this should yield some interesting results. Let's just play, get our Century Champion very early. How many votes do I need to give it this time? Well, I would say overclock, still get the embrittlement. And maybe that's... No, I definitely need more than that. Screw Called Arms. Screw Riddle is actually probably better worth it, because doesn't... Pretty sure the Plasma does 2 damage plus 1 mob damage, so 3. And then 4 with embrittlement, so that turns the damage now to 8. Which is essentially, well, double damage. Quick maths. Alright, don't forget you can stack embrittlement and thing too, so... this here for, another plus 1. Let's make sure we're good against BFBs too. This could still be scary with Esprit. Yeah, I think I could use some extra damage, but... Wait, I think Super Riddle is doing crazy. Look, 18k. It's the fact that the Ice Shards do massive damage, so I think it's adding to the boss damage. Or maybe it's just general balloon damage. IDK. All I know is that it's shredding very nicely, and I don't think we really need to worry. Looking good. I do want to see the Engineer go even nuttier, so I will, because I have so much money. And it looks like those BFEs are turning the bend. It could be wrong, so I'm still just gonna get it. Yeah, it's leaking. I can see it. They're going through the bottom, so I'll probably use my Ryuju potions if I don't get it up in time. Come on. I need 3 seconds. There we go. Big boost there. Dare I try Homeland, or do you think Called Arms is enough? I think it's enough, because again, I can just simply rejuve, and that's cheaper than buying a 40k Homeland. Right. Let's wait for it to time out first. Yep, here. Rejuve again. Overclock again. And that is yet another satisfying tier 2 kill. This time, I'm going to keep the NG around because this is an extra 300k pop slide. I guess I prefer to save rather than the 70k on tier 1. Because I've already snowballed, like, enough. I don't think selling this to snowball further would really make much of a diff. Anyway, let's finish up filling the map with farms. Also, yes, I will go for XXXL trap as well. I'm going to put it in the entrance this time, though, because I'm thinking if I put the trap placement here, the Century Champion is just going to beat all BFBs before they get in range. So it's probably better just to eat up half of the wave than have it be scuffed for 100% of the balloons coming in, if you know what I mean. There is nothing more satisfying than having every quadrant of balance filled in with farms. Anyway, one extra farm, quote-unquote, I could get is... actually, let's go for NFT first. Say, is there any way I can fit a Super Monkey on ice here? Nice. So support tempo is what I wanted to get. Now, how do I fit 50k sacrifices around this ring of range here? Because I can't do NGs. I can't do Spike Factories because they're too big. Or actually, maybe I can. Let's see if I can build another ice bridge here for Respectory. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Carpet spikes. And let's just get out of the way early for that, you know, 5k per round. And the buff to the S-Champ. So I think this is guarantees to beat tier 3. Once again, I don't recall ever using the NG Paragon solo, but I do remember using the Senji Champion against tier 3 boss at some point in time. Some of you might also remember that if you've watched, if you somehow kept that note as something in your mind. But yeah, let's upgrade this to Homeland now. We are missing Permanent Brew as well. All right, let's make sure to get the discount on the Temple too. We need to cripple Elite Bloonarius as well, and we need to rain glue on him. Bloonarius hates yellow sticky substance. Oh right, I also should probably use some Ultra Boost stacks on this too. All right, let's get this over with. So it might take a bit to get the damage rolling in. It's already doing a crazy amount actually, and I didn't even use abilities yet. But I wanna wait for Elite to get in the middle first to maximize everything. So now is probably good, I'd say. Yeah, Glue Storm, Homeland. We'll probably use our 2 rejuves here as well, just to make it go down faster. But you see in this right now, look at Bloonarius' health bar. 20,000 damage per second, I'm pretty sure, if not more. So Homeland is about to wear out about now. So if I can find him, Rejuve, another one, right. Using Rejuve also gives another stack of Ultra Boost. Damn, this is not even fair to Bloonarius right now. I think it would melt every other boss pretty much, I guess minus Last Populus, because remember Plasma Attack, I don't think it works well. And speaking of which, like, I know that we're dealing with Bloonarius here, but it's funny to think about, like, for Blast Populus, Engine Paragon actually doesn't work on it because it's a Plasma Attack with its other, like, sentries. Only the main attack will work on it, in case you're wondering. Wouldn't it be cool to showcase this, like, against the new boss? Yeah, I wish. I would love to, but this is what we're dealing with here. Yeah, easiest tier so far. And now we have 17 rounds to basically get as high of an NG Paragon as degree as we can get. So after this round ends, I will also I think I'll just spend the levels on level 20 Geraldo. It's probably worth it to get the 2 Paragon Domes early because I have nothing else to spend money on. Other than I know I can NG overclock every BRF, but I am lazy. And I hope I don't regret being lazy. But I'm gonna take a gamble here, right? Because we only need like 2 million money to get max cash lighter on the NG, I'm pretty sure. Given we already have 600k and we're making... I didn't do the math, but we're making a good amount per round. We should get close to max cash at the end anyway. It's also triggering me that the Cripple Moab is stunning balloons up here, which means my Senji Champion isn't damaging it. Go ahead and get rid of him then. You know how earlier I said I wasn't going to get overclocks? Well, I lied because I just remembered I need tiers, 100 tiers, so if I'm doing that, I might as well get them early. You know, I generally think we would get degree 100 if we just waited to get enough Paragon Domes to get there, but just for science, we have to see the attack speed in action. But I do low-key wonder if degree 100, like, with no attack speed is better than degree 80 with attack speed, because I think it would, considering, again, it only affects, the attack speed only affects the nail gun, not the sentry spawns, which I'm pretty sure are the majority of the damage, but I digress. Now we sell as much as we can to see how much we can put in this lighter. Yes, U2 Temple. So 2.1 million, is that max? No, again, you can tell by if the cash amount on the slider is the same as the cash amount that you have on hand. I still think I'm just gonna go anyway. And let's see what we got. Degree 80, perfect. You could not have nailed that any better, pun intended. The only thing I'll add to this mix is, I guess, a cripple mob. Or maybe, you know what? Nah, I want to see solo. Get rid of everything. I don't want to get rid of Geraldo fully, so I'm just shooting him away when I have the money for that. But let's also drop the things down as well, these things. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention yet is that you can finally lock in place your green Sentry Paragon. Also, did I lose lives? I think I'm dying to Ceram leaks from Bloonarius. Low-key kind of embarrassing. Also, purple's in the house, but hopefully the nail gun stops that. What really sucks is that you can't even mid-buff the NG Paragon, so it's just gonna... You just have to suck it up against purples. Alright, all 3 sentries down. I think we are finally in business, though. Since I can't really micro, I will just, like, normal target the green sentry. Make sure to get explosion, too, for bonus damage. Yeah, for tier 5, I'm going to shore that up. Like, I need to pre-place the NG spot so that they're actually in range of the explosion. So right now, it's not. I need to wait till it's closer. Like here. There we go for a nice chunk. Although you couldn't really see there because the panel was in the way. But just know it was doing all right. And another explosion. Oh yeah, that was huge. Oh yeah, one thing that was also mentioned in the patch notes is that the nail gun duration was increased from 1 to 5. That's probably to help out the fact that because it has attack speed, the nail gun is technically less consistent. But thankfully, we don't have to rely on the nail gun to... rely on it too hard to survive tier 4 there. Nice. So now the only prep I can do for tier 5 is simply just to move the sentries to the top right side, so that they cover the explosion radius for tier 5 when it comes in. Like that. And now for the moment of truth. Let's not waste any time here. Explode instantly. I think that did like 700k damage, but I could be wrong. 700k, not bad. And wait a minute, Elite Bloonarius is going down. That's not part of the plan. I thought it was going to go like how the other tiers went. Hopefully the explosion still hits. I don't think the next one will, though. Oh, no. Okay, it's not going all the way down. It's just going in the bottom right, but the one above bottom right, if that makes any sense. Now we should put the mini sentries in the middle here. Skull number 1 is a Buddha hit. Oh, and Cerams. Unlucky. So, what tower can I do to easily stop that? I guess if it's on the left side, absolute 0. Only unbalanced, ladies and gents. It shouldn't perform this badly in other maps, at least I'm pretty sure. At least this gives me now the opportunity to... oh, it's going up this time. Okay, is it RNG? Maybe Bloonarius is just taunting me by doing that. Anyway, it should be fine, although no, it's going all the way up this time. So indeed, I'll miss 1 extra explosion because of that. Thanks, Bloonarius, very cool. Now, Bloon Crush should also help a little bit in stalling the rounds out. The less the rounds progress, that means the less, I guess, I have to worry about the other balloons being annoying. But I think the issue is just, like, Bloonarius spawns balloons every 1%. It's damage, for those who don't know. And I guess that 1% spawns out Ceram... No, it's not. Never mind. I mean, for the other tiers, it does spawn out Cerams pretty late in the track. But I guess it really was the balloons coming in that killed me there. That's crazy to think about. Absolutely wild, but this is good. Bloon Crush keeping the round at 120, which is what you want to see, while we just handle Bloonarius on our own here. 3/8 already, and he just entered the circle. Yeah, we can fast forward to win here, easy. Can we beat everything before 121 hits? That would be awesome. Although I think the fact that some of the... it kind of looks like some of the attacks from these sentries are spraying to the left side, but I think their lifespan is not long enough for that. And yeah, this isn't going to be even close. Degree 60 definitely would have been able to solo. And it's hard to tell because all the pops are in the same tower, and it refreshes every time I replace a sentry, so I don't know exactly how much nail gun damage was done against the boss compared to the sentries. So we can only assume it helped. And I will say it helped. Although, again, frankly, I think I would have also sold the pre-update. Anyway, what do you guys think of the engineer buff? Round 120 still isn't ended yet, so okay. Let's point our laser here and put this there, and GG. For real now. That was fun. Again, if you want to see more funny boss action, click on these videos here. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.